What's up, homies? Wait, where's Diablo? There it is. Whoop. How's it going? Good this morning. Apropos, T-Bone. Clark, Spiffy, Zora, Wedge. We got everyone in here already. Everyone. Alright. We're going, you already know. Howie CBAAL-001. Here we go. Good morning, Smelps. Come on in, guys. The games are warm here. Swag. 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 Guys, we finally got our Gimmer Shred. We can finally do Uber Ancients. Oh my god. I'm finally strong enough to be able to glitch Uber Ancients out. Just kidding. We just have a smiter. Therefore, they're free. Therefore, they're free. Alrighty. Let's get the one goal going here. Start to go. Oh, here we go. One super chat. All the colors. We're doing it. You know what? We started too big. We go down to 1. Tails Amy today. We gotta start the poll too. All right. And now we lock in. Now we lock in. Wolf Paws? Who's Mr. Wolf Paws? Smitten for Ubers? Oh, Smiter for Ubers. Fucking YouTube has some sort of like auto translate thing, and it just does like the weirdest thing sometimes. You're smitten for Ubers. I'm feeling that we find it. There's only a matter of time, right? Shit. I need to pin the Discord too. That's the last thing I didn't do. Oh, you hear that? Oh, never mind. Never mind. False alarm, guys. False alarm. Oh, we do got T-Bone in here. The only poison necro in all of ladder. All right, guys. No dying today. I messed up my I messed up my EXP so bad yesterday. I game by you solo ladder. I ain't doing it again. We're not doing it like that. Smelps, are you joining the Wolfpack for next season, dog? We need you. We need you to be our alpha. We'll all be your pretty princesses. Oh, Smelps. Your princesses are here. Alpha dog. Yes. Yes, he will lead us into battle. Got that Thursday mentality, guys. There was one yesterday I almost posted in the Discord with that same guy, T-Bone, where he was like, he's talking about something about like the world needs more alphas, and he's like, women are all like, ooh, be careful, don't go over there. And he's like, I'm already over there. Oh man, that shit's so funny. Yes, said Vortex. I don't know where I found mine. Let's look. Let's take a gander. Hey, you know, Smalps, what you're gonna want to do if you're not farming, let's see, if you're not farming a minion of destruction to get your Griswold's armor, like, can you even call yourself a Diablo player, a content creator? This guy is making guides, by the way. Take a stag out of a, take a page out of Stag's book. Yeah, it just, you know, confirmation bias. It's just, if you're not farming Minion of Destruction, they clearly have the best drop rate. That's where I got mine, so, like, duh. It's just so funny, man. It's like, people act like by target farming, you're changing, like, a 1 in 13, like, not even that high. We'll just say, like, 1 in 3,000 drop to, like, a 1 in 50 drop. Like, guys, it's like, if something has, like, a 1 in 50,000, or, like, 5,000 drop, and you're gonna go target farm something that has, like, a 1 in 4,800, because, like, yes, it's technically better. I mean, good luck, more power to you. Good luck. Not like we're talking about, like, you know, Cow King, where it's just like, okay, what's the odds of a regular cow dropping his set versus his? Like, oh, this one makes sense. Like, we looked it up, and Tails Amy from, like, Andariel has the best, you know, best drop rate, but it's still like a 1 in 4,000 on player 1, basically. I'm not running 4,000 Andariel runs for a shot at Tails Amulet, on average. You got me 50 shades of fucked up if you think that's what we're doing here. I would love to adjust my own player count, but I ain't giving Blizzard more money to do it. Yeah, just rip them slots, bruh. Boom, 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 boom. How many chairs? Chaos or bail runs this week? For me? Like, how many have I done? Yesterday we did like 35. The day before that, like I think in the teens because I started doing it about halfway through the stream. Maybe we got to 20. I haven't done a whole lot. Or if you're asking, like, Mr. Clark, up in the Twitch now. Hello. Because I like playing for the community. I'm not even looting. At this point in the season, I don't care. I already gave away an Enigma, like I'm just using my own shards to level people. I'm not even pressing Alt to see what's on the ground. Guys, I might unironically be the most selfless. No, it's not. I need my Talzami. And I'm leveling people. But at this point, like, okay, like I grind Andariel, even if I get Chacos or like a Griffins or good amulets, I'm just like, okay, awesome. And then now I just give it away. Howie CBAAL-002. Howie space CBAAL 002. There's a few of us, Smubs. It's like me, you, oops. It's like me, you, Hydrana, I saw, or Hydra, I don't know what he wants to be called, but, has like one left. There's a few of us that are all like neck and neck. I'm just hoping to find Talzami somewhat quick and then do just like a session, a stream or something of target farming cows until we get it. I got the Cow King stuff pretty quickly when I decided to like actually go target farm that. So that wasn't bad. Do I have like something going on here? But yeah, if I were to be farming Andy runs, it would just be more like hype for you guys of like what drops or stuff like this. But this way, you know, people get EXP, they get drops. It's terror zone, so like everything, every one of these monsters has a chance at dropping anything in the game. Might not have the best chance, but there's a chance. And with how many monsters there are and how fast we're killing them, it's probably better than player 8 versus player 1, since I'm not able, like, no one's I'm not gonna force people to just join my Andy runs over and over and over and over again. That'd be insanity. There you go. Oh, actually, who is the best target farm for Grizz armor? Probably Bale or some shit like that, or like Grizz shield. Probably like Bale or Diablo. People just get tripped up with the Act Boss farms, but it's like, think about how many more minions you can kill when they're terrorized. Like, unless it's about 6 times better drop rate, like, just fucking pop a shard and get active, man. Andario runs take how many minutes? Think about how many minutes those, in the time that you're teleporting looking around, you can be killing other things, I guess. There's a chill zen to it, though. There's definitely the, muscle memory aspect. Oh, godness. Careful souls. Chat looks very far from the game. Huh? you. I lost the plot, guys. I'm sorry. It's a chill zen to just like popping a shard and going through Act 1 too, though. That was like almost my favorite act. It's so easy. Oh, screens here, camera in the middle, and then second one over there. I don't have it like, because if I had it on the left side of my monitor instead of the right side of the second monitor, it would be oh, is this perfect? No. I want to try Iron Maiden on Uber Talic, you guys. I think the life tab might be too important to miss because you can only have the one, right? Like you can only have the whatever it is, life tab or Iron Maiden, and I think the life tab is probably more important if you're up close and personal. But it would be interesting to see how they'd be able to do that, or if you had like summons and then you life tap, and as he's whirlwinding through the summons, the wedge is working away. Work, 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 work. Number. I don't know if these are all the homies in here, but yeah, I don't have a vertical, and I don't have an arm. I could mount a TV right here and just like have a fucking giant TV that like displays the chat right above it, but I ain't really trying to do all that right now. I'm a if it ain't broke kind of guy. So if it ain't broke, fucking I ain't even gonna TP. If it ain't broke, I ain't gonna TP. You know what I'm saying? If it ain't broke, I'm not gonna fix it. I don't spend money if I don't have money. Why would I do a tablet? That sounds terrible. Buddy, I can read and stream better than 90% of the Diablo 2 streamers. Come on, let's be honest. I can play and read, then you know, talk with you guys. I'm not doing for the meme, for the mem. Madnad says for the memes guy. Okay, now back to the game. Sorry. Come on. We save that for the boomers. That's for the birds. Guys, I used to play League of Legends in stream, okay? Diablo's fucking nothing. It's light work, man. Light work, baby! Excuse me. Whoop, whoop! Thanks for the memory. Oh yeah, make sure you smash that like button, guys. I'm about to start getting. We're gonna get cranky, okay? No, I'm just playing. If we're peaking at 17 or like 20 viewers, right, and the stream ends with 10, we get like 100 views in the stream. Some of y'all just being disrespectful, just downright disrespectful. I'm teasing, guys. God, everyone's so sensitive online now. Remember the good old days? I'm not talking like the just like crazy racist, like homophobic or whatever, you know, rants people used to go on. I'm not talking about those that like to go. I think a lot of people like get it confused. They get it twisted. They're like, oh, people just want to be racist. It's like people just want to be silly and goofy online and not have everybody take like every single thing that they say as if it's fucking written on a stone tablet and brought down from the mountains by Moses, right? Like people just want to have fun. Like this used to be where people could go like not be themselves, right? We were talking about this the other day with the homies. And nowadays, like, you know, you go to work and you have to just be fake as fuck. Like you can't really be real because then it's like, oh, you're negative and or whatever, you know, like if you're real, it's just like everything has to be positive. If your customer service, you already know this, you have to be all fake, like, oh, hey, Susan, how are you? How are the kids? Oh my gosh, that's so great. I don't give a fuck about your kids, okay? I just have to fill 8 hours with something, okay? So when you're awake for roughly 16 hours of the day, right? And or you should be getting about 7 to 8 hours of sleep a night, and then you're just fake for half of that on average, you know, about 8 hours. If you're working with people, you're just forced to be fake as fuck and who you don't really want to be for half. No wonder people are going crazy, man, because they used to be able to come home and like relax and just be like goof off and shit, do whatever, but now everything they do is under a microscope too. So now you have to be like fake online and like worry about. It's just like, guys, come on. You're already behind the screen. I can't touch you. I can't get to you. Let's make the internet fun again. Too many people chronically online. I say as I fucking stream, right? There you go. But yeah, people just think like the trolls and all that, like they got such a bad name, and then I don't know, like it's just okay to goof around. I think people take themselves way too seriously online. Let's go. Let's get some goop. If you guys have it, try to identify in the next game, just for chronicle purposes, because we all kind of leave and try to join the game as quickly as possible, right? So something drops and it's a chronicle, try to snag it for next. All right, we're at 4. We're speed running today.
Salutations.
In the Discord for any new homies trying to come in. Vitamin Sphere, what the hell? What the hell is that? What the hell is even that? Should we do like a non-ladder end of the season giveaway, guys? I don't usually do it, but should we just do it for the hype? Just a fun giveaway stream again. Just give away all my characters' gear at the end of the season. Not the Void though, that's going to hijinks. I already know that. The XP seems way better today. Dang, phone on my memories, even though they weren't. So now you got that stuck in my head. It's Howie CBAAL -004 right now. You see it right there. I'm getting pretty good EXP. It's funny what happens when you don't die, right, guys? And then just leave the game for no reason. So funny how much damage it takes for your Hephaestus to go down to like half health, right? And then once he does, you can just engorge like one body, and then he's full health again and strong. Abysslock is just so strong, you guys. But remember how at the end of the last stream we were looking at the tier lists, and it was basically saying like A tier Balrog skin. It's the Balrog. Let's get it. Let's get it poppin'. Let's get it poppin' in here. Sorry, I had to post the thing in the Discord. I've been posting the streams, and then when the stream ends, I delete it out of the self promo, just so that way I don't flood the self promo with just like my stream, especially since nobody else posts in there. But hey, we trying to grow. If they gave us the pass, we're gonna use the pass. That's all I'm saying. I'm not adding everyone. I'm not going crazy with it, you know. But we gonna take advantage of our resources. Oh, we have believers today. 50. Oh, never mind. Only 50% believers. Say it. You do whatever you'd like. I'm not your dad. You're all grown adults. Talk about the creator pass here. In the other Diablo 2 Discord, I've been blessed with the content creator role. Who said I'm grown? The law. We were talking about that yesterday too. People don't seem too grown anymore nowadays. Oh, watch out, dolls! Let my demon put him down. Let him put him down. Oh, lies! I'll make the rules, man. Just like I'll make the algorithm. Exodia, obliterate that like button. Hey, you know what? While you're at it, why don't you get some view bots going too? Let's really just go buck wild, huh? Go buck meow. Why stop there? The heck? How did that start? Save this guy for the birds. Wedge, you got another rat's nest today up in that truck? Or are we done with all that bullshit? Tails at me, tails at me, tails at me.
Brother,
I can't type. I'll check it in between games here. What's happening? Cryptic sword. Cryptic. It's all edgy. Somebody host a homie Minecraft server, so a realm, so we can pay for it. I'm done paying subscription-based things, and I'm not going to open my internet up for everybody to see my IP by locally hosting. I'm sorry. I know, guys. I'm sorry. It's kind of selfish of me. But I'm just not going to do that. Oh, what the hell? Somebody pop the shard? I need to just fill my inventory with shards. Oh, somebody's got it. Oh, never mind. He's cursed. We're cursed. Oh, wait, no, they're cursed. Who's got the cursed demon? Was that you cursing? Alright, we see Wedge. Damn. You're way up there, buddy. You're way up there. Be careful. You be careful. Windy boy. See, I wish if druid cast frames were better, fire, I would make a fire druid so fucking fast, you guys. You guys are gonna, for those of you that don't know about Mosaic Sin, your jaws are gonna be on the floor next season when that shit comes out. What'd that be? Ooh. You got that for 2p amethyst for being druid gear. No. Exactly. I'm with you, man. Fuck 'em. I'm just saying, guys. This service would cost you at least $5.99 anywhere else. We're doing you guys a favor here. If I rolled that and it was 19, it would be tragic. I agree. Just because I'd want to sell it if it wasn't. I don't really care about the perfection as long I'm with him. As long as it beats the break point, it does what I needed to do. I ain't gonna pay like an extra 70 whatever. Yeah, that shit's, I was gonna say, but if it rolled 20, it'd be like 3 jaws. That's just what I'm saying. It's not worth it for the perfection. That is well worth the few whatever. Full of wasps. Oh god. Not like this, Wedge. Guys, I ended up caving and downloading because my workout habits have been ass recently. Like I've been going to jujitsu consistently, but the workouts not slacking. So I ended up downloading. They got me on that Arise app from the solo leveling, and I paid the yearly sub, so you could do like challenges on it. I challenge all of you to it. It was like literally 18. It was like 30, but then there was something saying you can get half off on the year, so it was like $18 for the entire year. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna stick with it. You get a little like referral things, so you guys all need to do it, and we can all challenge each other, and keep each other in check, and be each other's accountability buddies, you know. Yeah, if you rolled that, that's fucking tragic. But like for being able to just buy it, that's beautiful. We rolled some pretty decent crafting amulets this season. A few good assassin ones. Damn, he's quick. Did you guys see how he turned in and shuffled in? He's ready to get his cheeks clapped. Come on, Bale. Come on, Bale. Come on, Bale. Come on, tails at me. Tails at me. Come on. You stupid. Isn't Bale number 2 for tails at me as far as like the drop table goes? Technically. It's like a 1 in 5,900 chance or some crazy BS.
How may I be of help?
Oh yeah, Saurus and Angelic. Diablo berry of Bale oncoming. That gave me a stroke. What?
Nani?
What are we saying here? I need some of that Jable's the version of Diablo comic called Diablo. Interesting. Since we're getting into the lore things, I kind of was thinking about doing something with the Sin Wars. I probably can't just sit and read them, or like make videos of reading them. I'm gonna guarantee that's against some sort of copyright or TOS or some bullshit. So I don't know what we're gonna do there. And Frosty was looking them up, and the first book you can get from Barnes and Nobles or like some reseller for just a few retail. I'm not. It's a whole trilogy of books. Laters, yo, you're chilling with homies and families.
I'm gonna come.
Everyone, welcome in Mr. Bardock, General Bardock. We'll give him a shout out, General Bardock. Bringing 12 homies to the boy. What's going on, people? We're just doing some CBAAL runs here. Community CBAAL runs. If you're one of the like 2 people in my Twitch chat. We're also live on YouTube over at Howie Diablo, guys. If you'd rather watch there. How's your stream? What were you getting up to, homie? Us little guys, we gotta stick together. Good morning, homie. Yes. Little guy, wait, you're partnered. You've averaged 75 views? Organic views? Holy moly. I didn't even think Diablo has 75 people watching in the entire thing. In the entire category. Oh, and some manga art. Yeah, how's your manga coming, dude? Get anything good in the D2R? We're doing CBAALs. We're Howie CBAAL. We're dash Howie space CBAAL dash 006. I multi-stream so they count all platforms. So Twitch, Twitch will count YouTube views as well into their thing. Because I multi-stream as well. I go Twitch and YouTube. Just because it seems like the Diablo audience, boomers, is way on YouTube more than Twitch. Which makes sense, given their age. Respectfully. On YouTube, don't you have to hit 100K? Hey, I mean, if the shoe fits, right? Like, it just... Fuck! Thank you for the home. Thank you for the follow home. We got yapping, and we forgot to keep trapping. Not gonna go bind a demon. I need someone else to run the chaos so I can go bind Hephaestus next game. just like a couple weeks ago, we hit the, Oh, fuck, you're right, Smelps. God damn it. No! Not the... I completely forgot. We're really trying to level here. Alright. Now, well... Oh, okay. Because I was gonna say, YouTube, I think it says like 100K to get like the official little check mark and all that stuff for YouTube. To get like monetized, you know, it's the 1,000 subs plus 4,000 watch hours, or they have the upper lesser tier of 3,000 watch hours and 500 subs, but I appreciate that. Also appreciate the follow, homie. Typically stream Monday through Friday starting around 9 a.m. Central Time. We do a lore playthrough on Friday nights at 9 p.m. We do Demon Fight Club, where we bind demons and just let them smang out on each other for a fun little community event to just see who the strongest demon is. And we do those on Sunday nights. Yeah, unironically, I'm going to get 98 3 times as fast as 97 here. No check mark. Yeah, I think it's 100K to get like the fancy little, which is a lot, dude. That's a lot of subscribers. 100K.
Salutations.
We getting there someday though. And I need your help. Like and subscribe. Absolutely, Hulk smash and Exodia obliterate that button, guys. You know whatever the big streamers always say. Bye, bye, bye. Alright, I'm gonna go. Here's your TP. I'm gonna go grab a daemon. Where's my boy? Where the who? Where the who? Where the who? There. Oh, he's got conviction. That's gonna be fanaticism. Nice. Fuck is he? Oh, oh. Fuck you, llama. No, I'm just kidding. Why do you make it harder to get the damn demon? Alright, next game, next game. Next game for real. Next game for real. It's just annoying. I like llama guy. I know a lot of people, well, not a lot of people, but some people like, I don't have anything against him. There's other ones. There's other ones that we look at sideways for sure. We give some bombastic side eye to. Not him though. I think he's down to earth. He's like humble. Just for example, like T-Bones was like, "Yo, you know, by the way, like Hex Siphon works for, you know, spells. Like it's not just melee." And he's like, "What? It does?" And was just like, "I made the spell. I didn't know that." Like had a good attitude, and you know, other creators will be like, "You don't know what you're talking about. I have 100,000 people. There's 500 people watching me right now. You're an idiot." Not necessarily that blunt, but that's, you know, I almost respect the bluntness more than I respect the passive aggressiveness. We ain't beating around no bushes here. But everyone has their different tastes and personalities and stuff like that. I like to beat in bushes. The inner drama is funny though. You should make a video on it. People love their drama. Look at the shrimp and coolie video. Nah. I already fucked up. Yeah, the 2-hour shrimp for schoolie drama. They should have played that up, man. They should have played that up for the people. The people were the community was ready, man. They were ready to see two creators throw down. They wanted it, man. They wanted to see. The epic finger at the last 10 seconds were fake. He ended up saying he feels pretty bad. Cause I DM'd him. I talk to Shrimp every now and then. He'll give me like, oh, did you know, and stuff like that. Like, he does a lot of really cool like cut content and stuff like that. He's actually working on getting like a live server of patch 1.06 up with a buddy. Buddy, you got the dates. If the dates are there, that's all you got to say. You can just be like, look, the proof is in the pudding. I had this date. My video was dated, you know, way before any of their stuff came out. Boom. Stand up for yourself. Applebee's 2 for $20 ad. Oh, T-bone. That. Did it look good? Did it look good? I just don't like the bind demon change because in my head, I'm getting the demon no matter what, right? Like, I'm gonna go to town, I'm gonna heal myself, I'm gonna, I accidentally killed him. I didn't see my demon. It's on the ultra low latency, so there should be as like less of a demon as or less of a delay as possible. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I'm gonna get the demon no matter what, so just let me get him faster. Like, to me, it's kind of a tongue-in-cheek. Like, now I have to take a few minutes as opposed to just being like, oh, there he is, bound him, got him, on I go. Now it's like, okay, here he is. He's wailing on me. Come on, any minute. Okay, come on. All right, come on now. Any minute now. Baby.
Good afternoon.
Oop, there it is. All right, we go get him. Wait, now then even more reason to make a video. You can just say, oh look, oh now it's just pure fanaticism, and immune to physical, stone skin. Wait, he's kind of a monster. This one's kind of a monster. Come on. Don't kill him. No, what are we doing? What are we doing? There we go. Fuck yeah. Look at him go, guys. Just an absolute freak in the sheets. That's what I'd do. If I felt that slighted about it, I'd be like, you know what? I'm making a video. I got all the evidence. Nah, that was like a dusk ball. And we back. And we back, and we back. I would gather all my evidence, and then I would start cooking on a video. Guys, I'm excited for next season. There's a few different things I want to try to make. Like, I got a few different characters I want to try to make next season. And obviously, we're starting with that wolf, though. Got to get that wolf pack in. Look at him just beating ass, you guys. Slapping cheeks and taking names. patch a few things. I want to see balance. I want to see balance, and I want to see mercenary rework. I want just more class. Like, everyone's like, oh, Act 6, new class, like, new. It's like, but what's, like, I don't know. Unless it's actual new content where it's like a new endless loop or something like that, like some sort of rift kind of based, or Hell Tide or something like that from Diablo 4. You know what I mean? Something like that. Then, yes, but if it's just like a new zone, you're gonna, like, that's gonna wear off so fast. I want to do the Vince McMahon. Did we miss one? What's going on here? Oh. I did the Vince McMahon where he's like, oh. And then, like, he just, like, with each announcement, like, you're just, oh, yes, yes, yes. I like shards being more common. I like the just pop a shard and get active mentality. Not having to worry, like, having to kind of, like, micromanage your shards last season felt weird. Like, people that were afraid to use them. Now people are just like, yeah, fuck it. Like this right now, we just got people popping shards for just CBAAL runs. I like it. Sunders, I could care less what they do with them, honestly. Like, it is what it is with Sunders. They can make them super rare, and I'd be fine with that. They can make them drop from fucking... They can make them a Den of Evil normal Act 1 quest reward, and I could care less as well. I'm just so sick of hearing about Sunders, honestly. I can't find them. They're too easy. I can't find them. They're too easy. It's just like... I agree. Herald should drop something. Hopefully we are able to actually get some stuff. Hopefully somebody that doesn't even play the latter season of the game anymore doesn't make a video on how Herald drops her shit and then goes and abandons that. They could make them their own treasure class, like that with statues, so that way they don't take up a loot item, like a drop item. They could do that. Make them like runes or something, you know? So like the monster has the chance of dropping 2 items plus the rune, or like 2 items plus whatever. Yeah, obviously good rolled ones, but like even people that are like, I haven't gotten a Sunder at all. It's like, how? Brother, fucking how, man? These things pop up like crazy. I ended up getting one in the CBAAL run yesterday, a Poison Sunder, just from some random mob. Not even a Herald. Well, not even slow pickup, but I don't know. Like, you can farm player 1 and get them, man. I was farming player 1 at the beginning of the season. We got so many Sunders. It's just not knowing what to do and playing inefficiently is what I think. Or like some sort of weird self-handicap rule. Because a lot of the people that I talk to, where I'm like, okay, how haven't you gotten your Sunders? I've gotten a lot. Like, I can probably help you out. They're like, well, I only play Fury Druids, and I Den of Evil everything, and I never actually, I only do the, like, 30-minute zones or whatever. It's just like, oh, so have you tried playing a class that's, like, faster, better, stronger, can actually kill tier 5 Heralds? Well, I don't want to. But you want a Sunder Charm. Yeah, I think everybody, you know, they're only streamer charms. Okay, got it. Got it.
How may I be of help?
Got it. Exactly. That's what I mean. Like, I've been farming these 30-minute rosé. Like, they just do the 30-minute rotation. They kill like a Herald or 2, leave, and they're like, I've done so many. I don't. It's just like, dude, terrorize the entire campaign. Take 3 hours to work through the. Take 3 to 5 hours work through the whole thing. Let that be your farming session. Do it again tomorrow. Do it again the next day. Do it again the next day. I guarantee you, within those 4 days, if you do that and you kill every Herald that pops up in an entire campaign act, you will have a Sunder Charm. It's like a 1 in 50 drop rate, right? On player 1 for a Sunder. You can get like 80 to 90 Heralds in one game So if you do that 4 times, you guys, that's damn near 400 heralds. It's also just luck. Yeah, Geeds is super rare. That's okay though. I like having like one item that's, or at least a couple items that are like really rare and worth something. Honestly, this season, with Sunders being the way they are and a few other things, it's like only really good opal veins, extremely well rolled. God, excuse me, Geeds and or late reneweds, and like a couple other things are worth a lot. Everything else is just like, yeah, here's like like just not worth a whole lot. It's weird. Ooh. Look at him. Found a sir. Play 2 hours a week. Nice. Look at him want it. This man's giving away a sir. Play 2 hours a week. I can't find a Sunder. It's honestly not even about like the amount that you've played. It's you rotting. I can have the sir. I mean, I'll give it to somebody else, but I'll take it if you really don't want it. What's up, homie? Welcome on in. Appreciate you. Trade you. Hold on, I'll get you. I'll get you after I get to this. Let me get the people running. My first streamer handout, you guys. Buy you an torch. I'll raffle it off. How about that? People have been asking if we're doing another giveaway soon. I haven't been looting or farming anything to give away. That's the funniest part. Alright, here, I'll come to town. Streamer privilege. Yeah, exactly. What is this? I'm not used to this. I'm usually using, I'm the one giving it out. Thank you so much. I don't even know what to do. I don't even know what to do with it. I socket it. Just double click right away. Just, oh! I only have the 3-letter characters. I got the Smiter, the Sork, and the, and this guy. Crossbow Sork. That build fucking sucks, man. I don't care what nobody says. Demon Machine Sork is ass. That's straight cheeks. That's like one of those streamer ones where it's like, look at this really cool build. Wow, look. And it, nope. That, no, dude. I don't like that one. Crossbow Lock, yeah. Crossbow Lock smacks. It's funny how Warlock came out and he was just like almost a direct slap in the face to like like almost every class, right? Like his physical damage is better than pretty much like any physical damage dealer in the game. Like his clear speed, you know. So if you like doing something physical, like he's better than barbs, he's better than paladins, better than werewolf druids and stuff like that. And then his crossbow, like his bow, if you like being like shooting arrows and stuff like that, the bow is better than Boson, like pound for pound, basically, right? Unless you have like insane GG gear, probably. But summon class, it's like a direct slap in the face to summon druids and summon necros, because his summons are now the strongest summons in the game. As far as just like casters go, he's way strong. Like the Trap-ins are really strong, but you could almost count chains as like a trap with how they kind of work, and you can like move them and stuff. I could just see them, you know, being classified as some sort of trap mechanic. Schaefer's hammer, thank you. Yeah, Druid needs some serious help. Druid is in a terrible spot. I think they should just isolate all teleport cast frames to 125 frames per second for every class, and then adjust damage from there. Everyone's like, oh, well then that'll make them too whatever. Because it pops up. It pops up for a chronicle if you identify it. If I don't have it, it pops up for anyone. Like, you found your... So thank you. Another one. Are we approaching 90% here, you guys? Oh. Damn. Damn. One bar left. Time to die. Transform Druid should be able to telly. They can. Right? You can't... Can you not teleport in Werewolf and shit? Honestly? I thought you could teleport in Werewolf. Can't even use BO? Wait, that's shit. That's cheeks. Yeah, that's cheeks then. Honestly, all they need to do is just add some sort of like double defiler mechanic to melee. Just like give, you know, 10 additional units linking and taking, you know, X amount of % of damage that you're doing to the main target. Literally just give melee double defilers, and then like there's the splash that they need. Nobody wants to terrorize the Chaos Sanctuary. An offline mod? Like, I mean, there's a lot they could do. They could just like add a melee. They could add a jewel. Like the Colossal Jewel could do some sort of like splash damage or something. I don't know. You know what, though? Shockwave Druid might suck. But have we ever tried 8 Shockwaves at the same time? I'm just putting it out there. Maybe they want us to play as a pack, you guys. Maybe Druids are supposed to play as a pack. Yeah, I thought about that the other day, T-Bone. I'm like, maybe Defilers are just the answer. And, hear me out, maybe Defilers are like a playtest, a live playtest for some sort of like melee splash. Could be getting the coding in so that way it, you know, links damage and shit like that. Now that all they have to do is just kind of like add other items in that do the same type of thing. They already have the coding, and the coding works. And it works well. No problem, Apropos. Make melee claws more? That'd be fun. I just think they need help with density clear. Like, the single target damage is fine. You know, they could do Ubers and stuff like that. You know, you can take a Werewolf Druid in and clear Ubers, Uber Ancients, you know, that type of stuff. So... they're alright. Oh, barbs? I could cook with barbs, you guys. So enhanced entropy makes your abyss bigger, right? Why not have a synergy that makes your whirlwind bigger. Huh? Huh? And make it a true AoE, so you don't have to reverse Fibonacci sequence your way into packs. You can just like cleave through a whole pack of cows, and it actually does damage to them all. And then get a ruin word that adds stacks of frenzy while you're whirlwinding, even with sword and board. So you don't need to dual wield, but you can be like fast as fuck running around. Make shit like Inferno Strides actually do some damage, so you can be running around leaving a trail of fire, fucking whirlwinding with trails of fire, the huge actual AoE whirlwind going through everybody. Come on, it's literally right there. Just do it. Just do it. Just do it, Blizzard. You have like countless ideas being thrown at you left and right. Just do it. Put it in your PTR. Ask for feedback. See if people like it. Just do it. Everyone always whines and cries, it'll break the game, it'll break the game. Motherfucker, they have a PTR. Do you know what a PTR is? It's a public test realm. It's where you can put things that doesn't go live, so it literally, that's the whole point of it, so it doesn't break the game. You can test the coding, you can test the damage, you can test the numbers, you can test the fun. And then you just get your feedback, and then you're like, oh, okay, then we adjust it based off of the feedback from there. Maybe put it back into the PTR again and be like, okay, how does this feel now? No, we just don't want to do any work. Well, it's just Blizzard. Blizzard cannot find the middle ground on anything. Blizzard goes 100 to 0 or 0 to 100, and there's like they can't find that sweet like 60 to 70%. You know what I mean? Yeah, ladder's a good spot to try broken items. Okay, this item's broken. This shit's broken. Okay, it's that one ladder season is broken. It's broken for 4 months. Or if it's like insanely broken, like I think they should have fixed Echoing Strike way earlier. At least with the multiplicative instead of additive. It was literally a bug spell. They could just do a war cry or a mastery for Barb that increases like that's a synergy. The more points you have in it, the bigger your whirlwind is. Or like it's an actual AoE. And then allow whirlwind to proc like on striking stuff. So as you're whirlwinding, you have a chance to proc I don't know, Decrepify or whatever. If you're using a Reaper's Toll or something, who knows. It doesn't seem like that hard of a fix. But Heralds, another good example of 100 to 0. Like the Heralds on the PTR were probably a little bit too lucrative and overtuned compared to all the other farms. But they got so scared of, oh, this is going to ruin the game, it's going to turn it into, this is going to blah, 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 that they completely reverted it. And now Heralds, again, they're just, like, literal dog water. Let's just get some, like, actual decent ideas going in here, Blizzard. Come on. Just try them out. Just, like, throw them in the PTR. Be like, hey, we heard this might be fun. What do you guys think about this? Hey, we heard this might be fun. What do you guys think about this? Alright, guys. Tails Amulet. Where is it? We gotta find it. It's out there. Get the chains and the Hex Siphon going then. Yeah, for most classes, I would say. Yeah, for sure. It's head, Andy. Stop it. You're not gonna get me to target farm Mandy. I refuse your offer. Yeah, I'm just blessed by playing the Abyss Lock, so Heralds aren't like too much of a problem, honestly. But if I was playing like a Sork or some shit like that, then yeah. Pork Trav for telling me that sounds almost as equally as... That's almost as equally as terrible as doing 4,000 Andy runs. I'll get it when I get it. Well, Act 4 and Act 5 Heralds are spooky, man. They're some tanky, strong boys sometimes. Like tier 1 heralds go down, or not tier 1s, Act 1 heralds go down pretty easily. Yo, shout out to whoever had that Shaver's Hammer, identifying it in the second game. That was clutch. Not staying and identifying it right away.
Good afternoon.
Alright, I got Act 4. Oh shoot. Go grab my big. Yeah, extra fast is terrifying. Extra fast plus like extra strong or mana burn or anything with like those two combinations is just so scary. Teleport over a wall is just like a fanaticism pack. Extra strong mana burn. Bring them out. Chaos Armor and Black Hades, right? Chaos Armor again. Lots of Chaos Armor in the Chaos Sanctuary. Look at elite game knowledge, Black Hades. Make it much higher. Yeah, I agree though. Their drop should be better. And I think they probably will be. I'd have to imagine, you know, Blizzard's been hearing it all season about how their drop rates are shit and not worth it and all that. Like, you'd have to imagine that they try to bump them back up a little bit, right? Yeah, the little lioness cats or the spear huntresses or whatever the heck they're called. They're same with like the archers. Like sometimes you just get like an archer pack that's just fanaticism or some shit, just like absolutely destroy you. Those though, it's all about like the bob and weave. You know, you just don't stand still. You hit them with the serpentines. But I do think that Warlock is overtuned still for player 1, or just like compared to other classes. They could be working on like a massive balance rework. I don't know. I'm just hoping we can try to watch the BlizzCon live together. I'm hoping they like stream some of their big reveals and stuff like that. I feel like they did, or they used to. Unless I'm just thinking of like different game award shows where they, you know, just release trailers and shit, but I need it. I just want to find a good pelt. I want to find like a really GG pelt next season. Dude, I'm telling you, they're shadow dropping season 15 with BlizzCon. There's no way they're gonna like. There's no way they're gonna do something. Well, it's. I want to have a big event if we can actually watch it. But like I'll like stream up before it, and then we'll put it on, and like we'll all turn it on and watch it. But if it's like live only, like you have to be there and have their ticket, and like it's just these hidden panels and stuff like that, and whatnot, then I don't. Obviously, I'm not gonna be there, so I'm not gonna do any IRL streams or anything like that. But I hope they're able to showcase things. I have a feeling it's going to be good for D2R2. I do. I truly do. I truly think they had really good success with this Reign of the Warlock compared to a lot of other things, and that
How may I be of help?
it brought in a lot of new players. I mean, we've seen it. There's like in our community ourselves, we've had at least 5 new players like this season that have either purchased Reign of the Warlock or just like come to Diablo 2 for the first time ever, or you know, something like it's returning after years. So I think it was really good for them. And obviously the more players that have it, the more people are going to want to bot. So then the more botters there's going to be. So then the more money they're going to make, and then they're going to be able to be like, look how much money this made us. I don't know how many people, you know, that play Diablo 4 really buy the battle pass and stuff like that versus just buy the game and then play. Seems kind of like a dad chill, you know, kind of genre in game, so probably not a whole lot that... I know we have Lord of, you know, I got Lord of Hatred, but they got me. They got me with the Druid or the Paladin release at the Game Awards. Their shadow drops are too good. They know that their cinematics are hype as hell. They know that they're so good, and then they know they can just instill so much hype with a good cinematic, and then instantly be like, and now it's time. You know, they hit us with a. Yeah. They're gonna give Llama up on stage doing that. Here's season 15 right now, dropping live. You just saw the cinematic and here's all the changes, because I just don't see a world where this season ends right like a week before BlizzCon, and then they put out a new season, and then they do BlizzCon and announce like possible changes or future changes or something like that. Like it just doesn't make sense. It would make way more sense to just like have an extra whatever in like have another week for the season, make your announcement, and then be like, and now these changes are taking place in season 15. That's what I'd do. New content in season or in Act 4. Ooh, a tiara. Oh, Kira's new content for Act 4 says Smalps. You talking because of that tile set? Yeah, I did find a map where that tile set didn't exist though. So if that tile set is a that tile set is like a quest thing, I have found a map where it doesn't exist, which doesn't make sense for a quest. It would have to exist in every single map. I'm gonna say that nothing in here. Content in Act 4. As long as it's some sort of like infernal helltide, you know, like let me just like keep going. You know, like let me just have some sort of infinite scaling content that just lets me get good drops if I have a really good build and shit. Like just reward, not loot pinata. I don't want to kill like go into like a Uber fight, kill the 3 of them, and all of a sudden it's like 80 rings and shit to sort through and amulets. Like maybe 4 or 5. Like I don't know, something that's good, but make it hard. Like make it actual difficult to do. Yeah, some sort of just infinite scale. Like okay, you got to like level 50 now. Like now your drops increase by another 100%, and blah blah blah. Because right now the race and the ladder board is kind of cringe. It's not really attainable for like an average person, right? But anybody can kind of make a build and go through. I remember Diablo 3 one season. I just wanted to play it. I just wanted to grind the leaderboards. I made a Crusader. I followed some build online, and I got lucky on some rolls. I re-rolled my gear, and I ended up being like a top 100 Crusader that season. But I wasn't playing the game like fucking all the time. I would just kind of hop on, like do whatever. I was just able to complete a certain level of tier based off of my gear, skill, that type of stuff. Mostly gear, but there is skill involved, I'm not gonna lie. Like you have to know where to stand and be very active and know the meta and the strats. So there's skill, but it's like still 90% gear based, and build based. I feel like they should just I laugh about it, and I truly don't really care. Just the way like loot is done in public games it leads to such a toxic culture and community. That's just what it just leads to toxicness. It creates that like me, myself, and I. If I don't get it, I gotta be one get it. Like it has absolutely no sense of community for the drops. Like it's like the opposite actually. It's like you don't want community because they might take your drops. Obviously you get the additional EXP, you get the additional drop rates, so like that's good, yay. We want that. But it leads to like, I don't know, man. There's just like pretty much all of us, not really though. I mean, the most valuable thing I found this season I found in Player 1. It was a 40 ED Opal Vein from a random cow. Like a week 1 of the ladder. And a lot of people that play that me, myself, and I mentality, like they go into pogs, just try to get all the loot. They never like form an actual community. Then we have stuff like what's going on in the Discord and our community here trying to actually restore and play together and like, oh, you need this? I don't need this for my build. I could trade it. I definitely could trade it and get value. But it's pixels, it's not that serious to me. I'd rather you be happy and you get what you need. And then they just give it to them. So like, which cow? It was the 4th one from the left on the 3rd pack by the shelf in the top northwestern corner. If you're not farming that cow, you're never gonna find a 40 ED Opal Vein. Like drops still drop on Player 1. Like people don't, like you can still, And I'd argue you actually get more drop because you get 100% of your drops versus like possibly not getting it, and that whole right there, like, oh, I need to play with players just to get the drops. Like, yes and no. But it just leads to like resentment, um, like bitterness. I didn't get the drop. Like, you got it. You know, I think if you've played the game long enough, pretty much all of us have some sort of like just funny horse or whatever you want to call it, a story, a time where we got a drop and somebody like started just berating us in chat over it, right? Like, because we picked it up and it's like, well, hey, give me that. You know, I'm the one running, or like whatever, you know, the made up rule is. And you're just like, no. Like, usually, you know, if we played for a while, all of us kind of have some horror story about like somebody just being ridiculous over a drop. And that's kind of where I'm saying it's like, I don't think we should privatize loot, because then obviously, you know, there will be 8 times the loot, everything will be way less expensive, and the economy will get fucked. But it just seems weird the way that they try to force players together right now. It just seems so forced. Like, players that join pub games to go leech and like public farm, they want to be in their own game. They don't want to join a public game and whatever. Like, they want to just do their own thing. I promise you. They don't want to try to race against the clock or the pugs to make sure that they can clear the zones that they clear, get halfway through cows, and then be like, fuck, you know, like, now everyone's leaving because they're done with the run, and now, like, what do I do? Do I finish this run? Do I join the next run? All right, I'll probably just join. Like, it just feels weird. If you do it, if you try it yourself, it just feels weird. Or let's say like you want to farm tombs, but you join a public game and there's already somebody farming tombs. Do you farm with them? Do you kind of be an asshole and go just take the tombs that they're not doing? I mean, it's not really an asshole move. They might be like, "Hey man, I'm farming tombs. You go elsewhere." Again, you don't really get to do what you want. It's a weird experience for the player. And some people, like, sometimes I just want to follow along for EXP. I don't even like, you know, you're doing chaos, like the I chaos, you fuck off 81 or whatever those games are, and then you go and join them, and you're just like, I'm a level 20, just trying to get some EXP. And they're like, if you don't stay one screen behind, I'm gonna leave this game and I'm gonna report. It's just like, dude, chill out, man. It's like everybody's like acts like they're a starved bear, and they're like they're like eating over their food, and they're like, oh, this is my plate, this is my plate. It's just like, dude, what is wrong with you? Yeah, forget about it. Well, that's the other thing too, then, T-Bone, right? Right? If you get into public games, and all it takes is like one asshole to just be like, "Yeah, I'm not gonna talk. I'm not gonna do anything. I'm just gonna follow around." Even if you ask me, like, even if you're trying to talk to me, I'm not gonna respond to you. Even if you ask me, like, "Hey, can you please not do?" You know, you're respectful. Like, "Hey, we're just trying to farm our own areas. Can you maybe not do this?" Nope, I'm still just gonna farm and follow and pick up all your. It's like, now I have to leave the game, make a new game, or go private, and now we can't get other people in. Like, if we have only, you know, 3 people online, now it's like, well, what do we do? Do we go private because this guy's griefing our games, or do we just stay public and hope to God he doesn't join? Do we just try to PK him, make his experience not fun here? I usually end up going the latter route. I hunt them down like the dog they are, gun them down in the street, put their teeth on the curb. But clearly, as we, you know, the whole purpose of what we're trying to do is restore the community. like make the game actually about community again, and kind of like just showing, hey, you help some people out, you get some too. Give a little, get a little. Wow. Funny how that concept works. The people that I know that play together and farm together and like just share drops and are respectful about it are exponentially more wealthy than the people that are like just me. Like I'm only solo. Like I play online, but it's all just about me, baby. Assuming they play about the same amount of time, because I've seen both. Yeah, I'm just trying to help people get to whatever level they want to. At the end of the day, we're all about having fun, right? It's a game, it's pixels, you know, it's not that serious. We're not performing open heart surgery here or anything like that, guys. We're just pressing some buttons and clicking some shit. I do not have an official ladder reset team. I just, like, this season, it was just whoever wanted to. The stream and community was extremely small. And I don't, like... I like blasting. I'm a blaster. Like, I like to blast through and try to get there as quick as possible. But I don't, like... Meh. It's about fun and enjoyment. Like, this season, I pulled 4 Sorks all the way through. Like, once we got to Nightmare and Hell, they're like, I can't do anything. Like, they're basically just waiting in town. I would run, drop the TP, they'd come in, get the... Like, it was basically rushing them. So, it was kind of a team, but like, what are they called? The people that, short rope the people up Mount Everest. Sherpa. It was like, I was like the Sherpa for the sorceresses. I had my little harem. Eek. Templars might, no. Seven hours straight. See, I'm a gamer. Like, I could lock in. I would, like, you know, if the family's all set and is okay with it, you know, like, I could lock in on a 24-hour stream and blast. Like, but it just kind of depends on the people that you're playing with, too, though. You're with Sweet Phil? Nice. That's some clout for you. What are these whirly blades? Not sure what Tyrios is going for, honestly. Like straight 7 hours? I mean, like I'd need breaks, obviously. Like get up, get some blood to my legs again, grab some shit to eat at times. Like five 10 minute bio breaks sprinkled in here and there. But yeah, I'm assuming you got like all the way to hell and stuff at that point. If I blast, I can get to hell by like at least solo, like about 6 to 8 hours. Yeah, it's kind of like a double-edged blade there for the ladder reset, isn't it? They respect their audience and they know that it's like mostly just kind of dad and like casual audience. So I do enjoy the fact that the reset starts at like, you know, usually a Friday or something at like 6, 7 o'clock at night. Something where it's like, you know, good whatever.
Hello.
Good time for people to, you know, come home, do their thing, and then hop on. It's not like the WoW thing where it's Tuesdays at midnight or 3 a.m. it resets and people just hop on immediately and start going crazy. With Abyss Lock, good lord. I mean, yeah, I mean, I did Abyss Lock at season 13 start, and then I did Abyss Lock season 14 start. But ooh, an entropy. You didn't find that though. Why are we linking stuff? Because I need entropys. You didn't find that. Nice, cool. Entropy's a good ass fucking amulet. Gimme. Right? Yeah, I don't have entropy. Unless they got it last game and identified it, but I don't think BAAL dropped any unique amulets. Unless there's like some legit picket bot that fucking has some better connection than the host. So yeah, I started season 13 and season 14 with Abyss Lock. But and then I did a PTR playthrough all the way through Hell with the changes that they made with like the, you know, you can do 5 chains instead of the 3 and all that stuff because I wanted to try it out. And that was roughly like 6-7 hours, I think. Oh, look at that.
I am overburdened.
What? Ooh, what is it? What is it? Ah! 82% too, nonetheless. And then the patch dropped, 3.2 dropped 2 days before the ladder reset, and I made another normal through Hell Abyss Lock just to try out the 10 changes. The 10 chains and the like live changes. It took us a while with the Sorks and stuff because we stopped and we farmed tombs and did some other things. But yeah, I could definitely get through. We could definitely get through Hell within like 6 to 8 hours on an Abyss Lock. BAAL's second wave is gonna be a bitch, but if you have literally anybody to help you, it's like that's the only thing in the game that's gonna be like remotely difficult. My life? Wait, what? -5 enemy fire res. That one's kind of meh. Usually they have like 2 weeks. This time it was weird. They basically just like launched their season like season 14 right away. Usually there's a couple weeks where they kind of like just chill and like put the new patch out, let people play on the new patch, and then You guys know if you link a bastard sword, it blurs it out. Arm it. We gotta arm it. I did hear the amulet though, if it was set. Big tails. Come on. Big tails energy.
Good afternoon.
Who did you all have? Like, obviously Warlock wasn't there, so what were you guys mostly rocking, like Paladins and Sorks? I'm guessing there was a Barb for the BO. Oh, for shards. I'm like, what are we saying? Oops, sorry guys. I got excited. I got too excited. What's up, Oxy? No, of course. How's your game going? Happy Thursday, homie. Guys, Oxymind's making his own ARPG. How's Amy?
Do not come.
Not yet, guys. Still edging us. We'll get it, though. We'll get it. It can't elude our clutches forever. That's all I know. Oh my gosh, look at them. Look at them dropping like crazy. 2 more blues. Nice. Ooh, okay, Bale. Well, good thing we're running them CBAAL runs. Terrorized? We talking terrorized, Smelps? If you're trying to cook up an Avengers team, we can cook up an Avengers team, though. We got some homies that are quick-witted. Got the game sense. I would just feel bad being like, you're not invited because you suck. Not that anybody sucks, but you know what I mean. Like, just like, you don't know the super efficient, just blasting route. I don't know who it was, but I remember when we were doing season 14 start, and you know we did Den of Evil, and then I'm running towards Stonyfield. Somebody was like, we should really go back and do Blood Raven, guy. Like, I really think, like, why are we skipping Blood Raven? Like, it could really, you know, I'm like, brother, the mercenaries die in the like, just, yikes. I'm not ever doing Blood Raven on a ladder start, you guys. I'll tell you that right now. I'm never. If I even accidentally walk into the burial grounds, I'm hitting them with an immediate U-turn, and I'm walking right back out. All right, so let's think of Diablo 2, guys. We gotta theory craft Oxy with Oxy. So think about Diablo 2 when you're about level 60 to 70 between Nightmare Hell. The game feels awkward. Either you level up to bite dump or just tolerate suffer trying to find Hell treasure class gear. True. So what I think. So what he thinks he's going to do is 1, prevent vitality dumping by hard capping manual allocation of attributes based on the difficulty. Nice, nice. Remove level requirements on items entirely. Instead, use attributes. 3 itemization does an 80-20 split to where it asks. I think that's Diablo 1, right? Like, there wasn't any level requirements for Diablo 1. It was just like, you have to have X amount of strength or X amount of whatever. And then 3, 80% drops at the tier of difficulty you are, 20% the difficulty tier ahead of you. I like it. I like it. So it's like, it's kind of like, the Diablo 3 and Diablo 4 meta where you can like adjust the difficulty if you want, but you know you're suffering, but that suffering gives you better loot, gives you a little bit better EXP. So like there's still an equal kind of trade-off for it. A D1 remake? They might do a D1 remake, who knows, man. Every game's a remake now because everybody that used to make all these good games aren't with the studios anymore. So they literally just can't make good games. They don't know how. That's why everything's a remake, you guys. Because the writers are dog, the developers are dog, and we just have people being like, well, fuck, let's just remake our good games. Like, we're actually getting DLC. You guys, not only did we get DLC for this game, we're getting DLC for The Witcher 3. The Witcher 3 DLC. They're like, you know what? Fuck it. The source code, everything's there. We're just going to make this instead of a new game. This is just going to be easier. It's just going to be easier, cheaper, and The Witcher 3, everybody loved it. That is it's just mind-boggling to me. Good morning, Mr. Johnny. I haven't thought of the story at all besides broad stroke concept. Trying to give content fun depth first. Yeah, buddy, most people that play like, not RPGs obviously, but like ARPGs could give a fuck about the story, man. Halo remake, DLC arm, yeah, exactly. It's just Ocarina of Time remake. You know well, I got a close eye on GTA to see if it's gonna be like GTA 5 or if it's gonna be like just something awful. Just the nude scenes in The Witcher. I will be right back. I'm going to take a pee break. Otherwise, I'm going to be thinking about how I got to pee. And then I'm going to die. And we're going to lose our EXP and I'm going to cry. So I'll be right back. Don't be up. Still gonna take Dingle for a walk, okay? Because we need to. It's not too hot. All right, homies. Oh my goodness, we got D2R big fan keeping everybody in check. We get 15 watch. Oh my. Oh. People aren't Hulk smashing the like button. I'm just kidding, guys. Thank you for being here. Brr. Somebody was talking about the TPing so smooth and stuff. It's, I don't know. I don't click. I hold. I know. I think you can like get around actually faster if you do click. But dude, absolutely, fuck that carpal tunnel. If I had a little bit more bankroll, I'd hire the Astartes YouTube guy and take a dump on Blizzard's chest of this story. I like that. We love a petty king. Also, guys, I'm sinking. Hit him with the Clemson steamer, dude. Can't be hitting him with the Clemson steamer. Oh, I want to know why. I want to feel your. I'm a big empath, dude. I feel so deep and hard and shit. Dude, big. I might, seem like come across big asshole, but I'm like world's biggest softie too at the same rate. I just these things very black and white. I think that's kind of like my tism or whatever. Because in my mind, I'm very logical, and I like trying to like see other people's logic, and I try to follow it, and that gets me in trouble a lot because I end up like just by like talking, poking holes in it, and then people think like that's a personal attack, or I'm calling them dumb or something. I don't know. It's weird, guys. It's weird. The Clemson steamer. Or was it like the Alaskan? There was all those like Alaskan ones too, like the weird, the weird things. If you know, you know. Otherwise, go like Urban Dictionary, Clemson steamer. But you better be careful. There might be a disc. We think we got a Blizzard mole in our Discord somewhere. It's been leaking information, so. Too bad they don't leak the fact that Miasma Bolt does 0 damage on PvP. Oh, we fixed Miasma Bolt, did you? Did you? Program the logic to move skills on the UI slots right. It occurred to me these bastards from Blizzard. Yeah, well, see, the thing is, Diablo 4... Oxymite, you can literally buy additional stash tabs in Diablo 4. Like, you could, and I think it might be the only way to get them. Or at least it was for, like, past a certain point. Like, you got a max, but then you're like, I want more. And because of the way that that game's, like, loot is. Paying for stash tabs has got to be the scummiest... The scummiest shit, man. It's not even drip. Like, I'm okay paying for drip. You know, cosmetics... Sure, like, but paying solely for stash tabs is pretty cringe, if you ask me. Guys, do we need to start being more like Blizzard positive?
Hello.
Do I need to be like, help, guys? Guys, Blizzard, no, guys. You got it all wrong. If it wasn't for Blizzard, we wouldn't even be here. I mean, like, obviously that's true, right? And I said, like, the other day, I said it on stream, and I'll repeat myself. Thank you for making a fun class for a 25-year-old game. Like, the Warlock is fun to play. Say what you want about it being OP. Say what you want about it breaking a game. Say what you want about whatever. It's fun to play. And it has, like, a bunch of different... Up to a certain point, though. Or at least maybe they changed it now, Moo. Maybe they changed it, but definitely at launch, you had to buy stash tabs. And I thought you got like, you know, X amount, and then after that it was something else. I swear. Because it was kind of silly. Ooh, yeah, he's got him. Hey, man. That was the OG Blizzard, right? They were the one making banger games. I don't agree with all that shit that they were doing, you know, obviously. I don't even know why that needs to be said. But, like, they were making the good games. You know, Sony kind of went downhill when they moved their headquarters to California, if you're asking me. Diablo Immortal. I still think of like the one guy that spent like $100,000 on a season and then like it resets. Guys, Nightbot hasn't been active. Nightbot hasn't been doing his job. I don't think Nightbot's here. They slept in again. Nightbot is an interesting employee. Yeah, it's gonna be Diablo. It's gonna be Diablo Immortal 2. Don't you guys have tablets? Don't you guys have Meta VRs? Wait, Diablo VR. Some people do have way too much money. But not me, so make sure to subscribe and do memberships and yeah.
I'm so fucking scared right now. You shut up.
All right, we got him. Any voice acting? Dude, I'm the greatest voice actor. Give me somebody. No, I'm just kidding. What's up, Nate Doc? How's it going, dude? This isn't even the best that we got. I got Ableton. I got a whole setup. A tree gnome creature? Wait. I'd be like Schmeagle.
Me. Big man third time. You guys, gang here.
Can I do it as Eric Carmen? Oh my goodness. Oh my, who's the big horky boy? Coughing up the gold. Message retracted. Redacted. I'm gonna get the FBI to release those files on that message. It's over for you, Nate. I don't know what you said, but we're gonna find out. Well, we're chilling. The air quality is less than great. Just a bunch of Rakanishu squad is just a bunch of Eric Carmen.
Yeah, what you got? Yeah, fuck you. Yeah, fuck you.
Rakanishu. You guys ever bind Rakanishu just to hear him talk shit to the other demons? Or is that just me? I've done that. Especially at the beginning. When I only had like 1 point. And I was like, obviously, it wasn't 1 point. Maybe it was, I don't know, PTR or something. Oh, God. I'm so sorry. It's the muscle memory, dude. Immediately just BO'd right over his. He's out here doing us a favor and we're just disrespecting him like that. the Fallen, the little imp, little demon. I mean, Oblivion kind of has like the same demon style looking thing, right? You just do like a little imp, like a generic imp. That's all a Fallen is. If your thing's like demon based, I don't know. Make it make it biblically accurate. Jeez. Unique New York, unique New York, unique New York. Red, yellow, yellow, red, leather, yellow, leather. Damn it, Canada. Why are we cursing out Canada? Is that the Carbon thing? The mathematic zombies? Nah, that don't make sense. Do a retelling of Dante's Inferno, but as an ARPG. Eh? Eh? Oh, Canada. Wait. It basically is. The Crusades. Well, the whole point of a zombie is they're undead. So, like, why would they be in hell? Right? Come on, think. Think, Mook, think! The think, Mark, think. The Invincible meme. Apparently, there's a lot in the home state of Wisconsin here. And Minnesota as well. Allegedly. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Just have some little like lesser demon. Like everything, every kind of game that has like demons in it has some sort of like fallen looking character, honestly. Like Oblivion does. That's the only other game that's popping to mind right now. But I know there's other ones. I want to say Baldur's Gate. I want to say I felt like fought some little imp thing. I don't know. Guys, it's all just systematically burning so they can have our Great Lakes and build their data centers next to our lakes. Guys, don't let them burn our land. Please, stop them. Wait, I'm not going to be able to play your game on stream, buddy. I'm going to be getting too turned on. Infinite cooling. I mean, that's like unironically what they're trying to do. Like they're trying to take a lot of the farmland and stuff up north in Wisconsin and around the Great Lakes so they can cool the data centers that they want to build. You know that, like, you betcha guy, like that Charlie guy, like he's unironically becoming one of like the biggest voices for Wisconsin, kind of like the Midwest, against data centers. Which, good for him for using his platform to be like, yeah, fuck these guys, actually. Okay, Moob, now we're talking a different game. This can be your RPG. Now Moob's creating his own RPG. Guys, if you want to theory craft video games, we're doing that in the Twitch chat. What's up, Rich? Oh, tells Amy tomorrow? Brother, he's dropping it right here. Right here, right now. So yesterday we learned that Tails Amy doesn't only have to be his son. No, you're good. Like I said, I can play and read, you know. Oh, you want to bet? You little reverse psychology action? Look at you. Look at you, Mr. Professor. All right, bet. No, I meant next game. I meant here. I meant this one. This is the one I meant. Hey, man. We'll still read it and play. This is muscle memory. I can basically look at this and do the... You think I can? Here. Let's try to do it. Oh, I almost did it again! Alright, here. Talking to Tyrael. F8, F4, and F2. So I have these two fingers. I'm just going like this. This is how I play the game. And then teleports on right click. I know about where to cast, how much to move the mouse. Hell yeah, bro, out in Colombia, it's insane how many data centers there are. I think it's 150 plus, dude. Fuck that. I'm just casting shit into a wall. Yeah, they just keep building them up. Like, it's crazy. And, like, people, the news is covering, you know, like, the big ones that get shut down and stuff like that. I think they said U.S. people have shut over, like, $180 billion worth down. We take those numbers? Alright, star, and then we start going up. What's up, Okami? How you doing, homie? Welcome on in. We proved our point. Keep blasting. The Chaos Sanctuary. Get out of the wall. Get out the wall. Get out the wall. Oh, dude. Sorry to hear that. Oh, God. Are you pregnant, dude? Could be morning sickness. Have you checked? You know what? Just saying. Huge possibility. When's the last time you had your period? It's been a while. See? The signs are there. Might want to go pee on a stick. Succubi? Yeah, like succubi, some sort of like some sort of something. Just lesser demon. What's up, Mike? Goodest of greetings to you on Thursday. This smoky, hazy, weather-filled Thursday. Guys, the quality, apparently they rate like, you know, moderate, unhealthy, very unhealthy. Everywhere, very unhealthy. It's basically just smoking if you go outside. They're smoking us out. Murking the boomers with the COPD. It's unfortunate. Already 4 years. Damn. That's one big baby at this point, dude. Might want to really get that checked out. Alright, what was up, Soba? Hopping in to hit the like button. Wonder, will you maybe tomorrow before stream have time to run Ubers? Yeah. What time is it for you right now? Are you trying to just do them? Like regular Ubers or like Colossal? Oh yeah, set of keys, okay. The regular Ubers. Yeah, I could do those whenever. I wonder if I'll hit 70 or 97. My argument against data centers. No. I don't want a technocracy. I don't think that's what I want my kid to grow up in. It was already weird enough for us. Obviously, there's useful AI, like, but it's not just, you know, the hype it's all meant out to be, and it's terrible for the land. Like, being somebody that enjoys like backpacking and all that type of shit. It's just horrible for the earth itself, at least with how they're done now. And it really is only profiting a select few people. And trickle-down economics is not a thing. But we're not going to get into terrible political debates.
Salutations.
We talk about the physical versus digital media. That's a weird one too, though. I just think it's a weird one to defend if you're just like, if you don't have a leg in the race, you know. Just like, well, why even really join that conversation? $6 p.m. now. Be up for another 7 to 8 hours. Dang. How late do you stay up on average? Yeah, they don't take long. And you can teleport to like the first 3 bosses, right? Yeah, there's just the bad far outweighs the marginal good from what I see. And you'd kind of have to rely, you know, as AI continues to get better and therefore just replace more jobs. Like, you know, Claude came out and was like, look what Claude can do, HR assistant, these kind of different engineering jobs, yada, yada, yada. And as those just improve, and like there's so many AI trainer jobs and all that type of stuff. So as the models improve and learn more things and replace more jobs, it pretty much falls on either 2 shoulders. It falls on either the CEO's shoulders to just be like, I'm gonna not take the cheaper route and run like the 24/7 factories and hire real people and stuff like that. I mean, Ford already reversed, what was it, like 300 AI jobs that they did for like their quality assurance. And because I think they said it lacked like the nuance that humans possess. Who would have guessed? But for stuff like coding, where you're like making a program, coding, and you're like, hey, can you do this? Or like a workout program or something, but it's also not 100% necessary. But the coding stuff is way faster. You know, like typing it all yourself versus just like asking a machine to do it for you quick. So stuff like that, functional AI, I think, you know, has a place and all that, but it's gonna just fall onto the CEO's shoulders to either not just profit from it and not hire anybody out, or lawmakers' shoulders. And lawmakers' shoulders to basically make laws to make it so they can't, right? Where it's like, okay, you have to give, you know, X amount in taxes, and then we give the taxes back. It's something, right? I'm not a fucking politician. I'm not a lawmaker. I don't know. It's not my job to figure it out. Nobody's paying me to figure it out. But we both know a lot of those companies and lawmakers are in bed with each other and so they're both the ones profiting. And its history is shown, unless you're like, what, maybe Marcus Aurelius, power corrupts always, so it's not looking too hot for them to just kind of fall on the sword. The rich and the powerful don't have a good track record of just like willingly relinquishing up their riches and their power as far as the entire history of forever goes. If we don't embrace, we'll fall behind. Oh, you're deep on the China thing, huh? Is that where we're at? It's a race. We're still on the us versus them. Let me tell you, brother, we're already light years behind. We're just getting lied to. Well, I mean, the printing press, and I would say a lot of those people are right, though, right? Things have been taking more than they've been creating, and that's why there's like more and more billionaires, and the wealth gap just gets bigger and bigger. I think the people that like side on the side of companies over their fellow people should be institutionalized and lobotomized. That's my hot take. These people used to be gathered up and be like, "You're crazy. You have no choice. You're coming with us." Yeah, well, I guess a small functional AI, like the printing press would have been considered that, like not something that's just over the top. But every time technology advances, it's usually the people at the top profiting the most, and the wealth gap has gotten bigger and bigger and bigger. And that it's not like a us versus, well, it is, I guess, a us versus them, but it's not like what the news makes it out to be. Critical thinking is pretty much gone in this day and age, unfortunately. Yeah, I mean, in this day and age of like the amount of free press that's out there that you can just like obtain from watching things live and like literally seeing for yourself what's going on and formulating your own opinions and thoughts, and you're just like still watching one of the gigantic like mainstream, I guess, media channels. Not to go like that, but it's once you start going, it's pretty easy to see the connections and the patterns. Why care about wealth gap? What? Have you been to poor countries? Well, like, you talking like super third world or like how poor? I'm just trying not to, leave a terrible spot for my kids and like their grandkids, right? Trying to come in and leave the world better than I found it. And growing up, like, everything was a struggle, and it was just always the people profiting at the top, really. And it seemed like an unfair, damn it. And it seems to have only gotten worse as the time goes on. Like, look at just what people could afford. Like, one job in the 50s was completely different economy. And then now you have like two parents both working full time, like even then some, and still hardly able to afford a house or do whatever, raise, or like they have to choose between like, do I want to have a house? Do I want to have a kid? I have two kids. And it's not just like, oh, they're getting their lattes. Like, you know, the younger generation should be able to own a house at some point in their lifetime.
Hail to you, champion.
I don't think they really do. I don't think they afford more. I mean, if you look at it, the cost of things versus what you make has gone like way exponentially imbalanced, basically. So like, yeah, like if you're talking the whole like, oh, they have more flat screens now, how many flat screens you got? But I mean, come on, like college population with like people literally can't afford to have kids because, or you know, houses. They have to pick and choose between that or like eating, and they're both working, you know, full-time jobs. Whereas back in the 50s, one parent could work, one parent could stay home, they could raise 2, 3 kids, have a nice suburban house that's now worth like $600,000 or more. Didn't really like have to go to college, you know, for a lot of the jobs or things. Now most places require like a crazy amount of experience and other just really unrealistic things for like the majority of people. Well, that's because there was competition, like, you know, the check just became more available. It wasn't really like people are making more money to afford it. Using like shark loaning college students is crazy. Needing like a doctoral, like we're talking like 7 to 15% on college loans. That's like $100,000, you guys. So, I don't know how old everyone is, or how old everybody is, but some people above the age of like 45 to 50, unless they have kids and are very active in their kids' lives, kind of out of touch with what's actually going on because they kind of got in like right at that really shitty point. I mean, millennials are struggling enough as it is, and now like the Gen Z, they're gonna own fucking nothing. You know, like they're how the hell are they supposed to get a house when houses are just crazy? And like we said, it's just lawmakers and business owners in bed with each other, and they're really the only ones that can like help out and do it, but they're the ones profiting from it. And again, history doesn't have a good time. I mean, if you really want to go dig, we could talk about like the war on testosterone and the fact that like they fucking just railed our testosterone and made it so basically we're just these little soy boy cucks that won't do anything about it, right? Whereas back in the day, like we would have already been guillotining these motherfuckers in the street. They weren't allowed to fly their private jets over. They would have to like ride their wagons and carriages through towns. People would fucking yank them out and just like, but we, you know, that's where we need to be at.
How may I
That's the energy that we need to have. These people aren't doing us any good, right? The people that shill for companies and act like companies are gonna pick them and choose them, I legit think need to be institutionalized. That is 100% my thoughts at this point, because those people have been just so brainwashed and are so stupid that like we have to. It's not even like having to be able to be like, guys, come on, let's all get on the same page, because they're just so. It's so much this instead of this for no reason other than, well, they've spent thousands of millions of dollars researching and figuring out exactly how to do it, be it the algorithm, etc. And it's working for some, unfortunately. That's what I'm saying. It's our job as fellow humans. If they can't, we need to walk out for ourselves, right? This whole shareholder slop is everywhere in video games. It's terrible. Everything is just live service. All AAA games now are just god awful. They're buggy as hell. They should have been like delayed about a year or two, but just because that would have pissed off the shareholders. That's not really the rate of a mortgage though. Like the houses are out. I live in we our mortgage is like 1,600, right? And our house was 300 or like 250 with 40 down. It's like, and if we want to move even remotely closer to Madison, which is, you know, like the capital and where a lot of our family lives, like we're talking $600,000 for just a house. It's crazy. It's not what people think it is at all. And then how are you supposed to get 60,000 down in the first place to make it even remotely manageable? I mean, my buddy rents out an apartment at $3,500 a month in Madison. That's as Midwest as it gets, brother. And their whole like he's building another one to do it as well, and they're gonna like actually they rent out 2 houses for $3,500 a month. 1,800 in your, yeah, exactly. But like you got in at a good point probably, and probably had like a decent amount down or something to make it manageable. But these like Gen Z and these kids that like are getting shafted by the people not paying them enough, while landlords and everything continue to just go more and more and more, because there's no like laws against that either. How do you expect these people to do anything? And like the whole pull yourself up by your bootstraps mentality is just such a joke. Like, yes, you can work hard and stuff, but it's like, and then God forbid you have any sort of medical accident or anything like that, because then medical bills are going to be nuts. Like the cost of, just go look up the cost of having a baby here versus Germany. But we can increase housing by much, and then BlackRock and everything all like bought up all the single homes, started renting them out. All the banks and them are in bed together, you know. Yeah, we're gonna have our new currency based around Costco hot dogs. Boom, that's what it is. The Costco hot dog standard is coming soon. I mean, look at how much constant gambling there is already in the. You don't think that's a sign of like economic collapse? Insider trading is 100% an issue. And then the fact that the House is like, hey, yeah, lobbying should be illegal. There shouldn't be a two-party system. You know, me for president, guys. Come on, put me up.
Good afternoon.
It just full-blown democracy. You don't like something, vote. Get your voice out, get it heard, and try to make it change that way. But the winners need to do a good job of explaining why that's going to benefit. The only thing that both parties ever agree on is the fact that like the technocracy, and I'm just not trying to have that for my kid. Fuck a surveillance state. Fuck the like privacy. Fuck it all. Everyone should just homestead and be a neighbor. Problem is, everybody wants a village and nobody wants to be a villager, right? Like, everyone just, like, wants, but nobody's actually, like, out trying to... whatever. Wait, careful. The last guy that said that got shot. Allegedly, in game. Dragon Feast. Yeah, in Minecraft, in Minecraft. Alright, back to Diablo, guys. Enough of the political nonsense. I mean, the wealth gap's 100% the issue. There's not really race issues there. It's poverty issues. Everything could be sent back to poverty and just that type of shit. And if you don't do that, you should just do a little bit more research and, like, get out in the world a little bit more. Talk to some people. Experience things more.
And since it's my stream, that's where we're gonna leave it at. Huh.
I can't carry it.
Brr.
Alright, Tails Amy, guys. Tails Amy. How about that Tails Amy? Well, if you go watch the World Economic Forum, that's a good thing. Never mind. We're not talking about it. They want the declining birth rate so that AI can come in and take over more easily. It's literally the people that like run the world economics are like, how are we gonna, you know, continue to run the world essentially? And they're like, oh, like this. It's all out there. You just need to like consume the media, but not the right, not the mainstream stuff. Oh, racism definitely exists, but it's just like ignorance, right? It's just usually through like ignorance. Like but if the people actually spend time together, they like, that's what I mean, like get out more. Like you realize like, oh, you're just struggling in a different way. Basically, you're just struggling in a different way, but you know, like we're very similar and shit like that too. That's exactly what I mean when I'm saying like, you know, the people that just sit and watch things, like don't try touching the grass. They did a Diablo movie. I'd want them to go up D1 route. Yeah, they definitely try to make it all cinematic and CGI, like heavy, like with the crazy cool classes and spells and stuff like that. I don't think it would be all like slow and more gothic. I could see that move. Why is he laughing at us like that? It's kind of rude. All I know, Jables, is that this baby's gonna cost a lot too. This Kayla had to have a C-section last time, and so it's probably gonna be another C-section this time, which means more recovery, which means more pain meds, which means more everything. That's just a fuck ton when it comes to the hospital.
Salutations.
Novocaine, baby, baby. I'm sure there was a lot of great programs back in the day. That's how it seemed to be, that people could just kind of do whatever and still be good. I was saying, if we could bring the 50s economy back, but then just without all the horrible like social and like gender shit, right? Let's just do it right this time. It's kind of weird where if like you say like, hey, I want like the 50s back, people just automatically think like you want to be racist or beat your wife or something. Well, it existed because the boomers took over and think that they were them, but they weren't. Their parents were. The people that actually were able to pull themselves up by the bootstraps before all the funding and everything got cut and redistributed into basically everything just being look up shareholder primacy. Once the point of the business became to just make the shareholder the most money as possible, and the shareholders are worming their way into exec boards and shit like that through shareholder primacy, and then completely overtaking these companies just to make themselves more money, ruining them, and then, you know, capitalizing on the shorting of it all and that type of shit. And then how BlackRock and Vanguard owns literally everything. Like, you have to understand how this economy exists.
Greetings.
Eh. Oops. Thanks, did. Yeah, post World War II, where like the actual greatest generation rebounded and made the greatest economy ever, but then all the businesses ended up taking over because it became less about the consumer and like what's doing right, and more about just how can we make the most money and fuck over these people as much as we can. That like the U.S. literally had to band together and overcome the Great Depression, and that wasn't due to just like, well, some of it was due to, you know, like corporate greed, but not to this extent that we have today. Not even close. It was literally just like shortages of things and then people going to work and shit like that. Everything now is about shareholder primacy. It's why everything is shit. It's why everything is temporary. And then they're just shorting like they're insider trading. Like we gotta stay united on one front here. It's 100% a wealth gap issue and a poverty issue. You're not benefiting from anything that they're doing, really, unless you're like uber wealthy, and at that point, why the fuck do you care? Just chill out. These people have neurological disorders. Somewhere between $1 million and $1 billion, people would be happy. The average person, pretty much every one of us in chat would be like, fuck it, I'm going on vacation, I'm gonna spend time with my kids, I'm gonna spend time with my friends, I'm gonna just sit at home and play Diablo and eat good all day. Most of us would just like draw the line somewhere. These people just want more and more and more because they cannot understand how to be happy. Come on, 97. Bah. As time has moved on from the 50s, people have owned less and less, and companies have owned more and more. That is just facts. That's because money doesn't exist. It's all just bullshit. It's all just bullshit on like based off of dividends, and I'm not gonna go into all the fucking shareholder talk and all that fiscal nonsense. But basically, the CIA did a research, and you look it up. They did a research. There's like $80 trillion circulating right in the world. $80 trillion. 2 trillion is cash, and 78 trillion is just digital made up nonsense bullshit, solely inflated off of your shareholders and like calls and puts and based off of you know, gambling off of things that don't even exist. It's just absolutely, it's crazy. I mean, just look at the numbers don't make sense. If you sit down and you think critically. Oh, that's eating good though. Taco Bell. If you think about it, you know, look at Microsoft, for example. Massive company, right? Probably the biggest, one of the biggest companies in the world. They, during 2020 and like COVID times, they were neck and neck with Apple to become the first trillionaire company in the world. The first company worth $1 trillion, right? However, now they're worth $3 trillion. So how the fuck did, in the history of forever of Microsoft, right, and the computers and everything that Microsoft owns, Xbox, all of it, everything that trickles up to, stems up to Microsoft, it took them that long to get to $1 trillion worth of like, they're worth that much, right? And in 6 years, they have tripled it. They are now worth $3 trillion. So it took them that long to figure out how to get to 1 trillion, but then the second they got to trillion, they could just triple it in 6 years. Brother, please. This money is just fake, made up nonsense that has direct impact on our lives. That's the only problem. And then all the lawmakers in Congress are just in bed because they're insider trading. Oh, we're going to present a bill today between which company we're going to give $10 billion to. On this, we are going to vote for company A. On this, we're going to vote for company B. Okay, it looks like company B wins. Everyone pulls out their phone, invests $5 million into company B, and sign. Okay, now we're putting that onto public information. Now everybody else gets to try to catch up. Oh, look at, they skyrocket. And now we're selling all of our stock because we just made it, like, come on, dude. It's not each other thing. It's everything is about the wealth gap. Are you kidding me? If you're not a shareholder or a CEO or a politician who are shareholders, you're not profiting. You're getting fucked over. Well, there will still like be not enough. Dude, are you serious? Two trillion in cash, 78 trillion in just made up numbers. And then because like people make actual decisions based off of like these shareholders and how much these companies are worth, yada yada yada. Now like they can sell their stock for that money, and they could exchange it for, you know, real money. So of course they have to print the money because it doesn't exist. There's no vault in the world. You can raid all the money, the physical cash in the world, and it's just a small fucking percentage of the money that actually exists. It's huh? I'm not advocating for segregation. I think that's what I'm saying. Like, people need to get out more and experience different cultures more. Learn from each other. Be people again. People need to be people again. That's it. That's my whole thing. Yeah, and they're constantly increasing it when they just say these companies are worth X amount of money that's not even real. Your jaws is, well, what standard are we basing it off of, Smelps? We going off of patch 1.08, or are we going off of recent prices here? Did you find a job? I want to find a job. I found a job in a single player No ruin allowed run. That was really fun.
Salutations.
Under thighs. Let's come on, be a barb. Nope. All sorts. Dang. Jaw for two. Hold on. What pattern is your jaw? That's what I want. Well, because the printed, like, there has to be enough currency in the world to keep up with the digital money that's growing up, right? Because not everybody wants to just have their things tied up. There are people like, hey, I need more. Obviously, printing of money is an issue, but the bigger issue is the fact that like 2% of the actual money in the world is even attainable physically. They'd have to print a lot more if everybody tried to cash out. What do you mean, no? There's not enough. Like, if everybody tried to go to the bank, like, sold all their stocks right now on whatever the app, you know, whatever they trade in, and they went to the bank and they're like, I would like my money, please. That there would not be enough money to do that, which would be a whole nother issue. They're increasing the currency pool, so like how much money there is in play, right? And then certain people have that money, certain more people don't have that money. That's creating a wealth gap. I'm glad we agree. Gotti. And that wealth gap is a problem. We got there. We got there eventually. I knew we would. We just have to be able to talk about it. Well, the gap is a symptom of the corporate greed. We can execute. We can, you know, in game we could Minecraft Luigi him. You know what I'm saying? That's always a theoretic possibility. Like, why are you? Do you live in the United States, Rich? Why is America a country in the first place? We didn't like the corporate greed too much, did we? Just need to go back to an actual standard is what needs to happen. But we won't, because like I said, it require all the people that own everything to relinquish owning everything. And they don't usually do that too willingly in the history of forever. Not this shareholder primacy standard where it's just all about their shareholders. We did it! 97! Ding! Demon gets stronger. Look at him. Look at him. Now. Well, at this point, one could argue that the government and the corporations are kind of all in one, no? Like, if we're being honest, the corporations fund their campaigning. Then the campaigning funds the lobbying. The lobbying funds the law decision. The insider trading decides the profiting of which companies. So like at this day and age, they're all in one, no? Like, we've gotten quite a ways away from like just the average person being you know, represented well by the government at this point. No, yeah, no, and I always appreciate a good debate. I'm not like, I think nowadays people have lost the ability to do that, and it's all like, I got him, you know. Like, I had the wink and shit in there for like, you know, just facetious content purposes, but it was at the end of the day, like you're dead ass actually defending these companies, and you're like, these are good guys, we need them, we need these billionaires. Then I think you should seek help, but. Because, like, I want my kids to be able to own a house and, like, raise a family, but... It all went downhill with the two-party system. Ah! Well, it's just the world's changed so much from, like, the original... That was, like, the whole point. We need, like... We should have, like, honestly, so many more amendments than we do. Like... Two-party system, bad. Mainstream media, bad. Critical thinking, good. Live, like, free press, good. Helping each other out, good. You don't even have to, like, really tune into it. You go out, go do something. Help an old lady across the street. Mow your neighbor's lawn. Volunteer for a kids program. Well, I'm glad we agree, Rich. I want 200 faster cast rate on my warlock. Ooh, ooh. This is it. This is it. This is it. This is it. This is it.
Do not come.
Psych. The only 5 NATO I ever got was on the PTR, by the way. When I was doing the warlock, I killed Nightmare Diablo for the quest, and he dropped the antlers, and it was a 5 NATO. It didn't have anything else good, but it had 5 NATO. It was only like 1 res, no strength or cast rate or anything like that, but I was like, golly gee. Who would have thought with my luck I find a 5 NATO on the PTR?
What do you need?
This season has been a big rarity. Normally nowhere near this many, this rich. Usually pretty unlucky. Go, go. Funny, on my dad's side, I got somebody on the Mayflower, and then on my mom's side, I'm like my grandma, like my mom's mom. Oh shit! We got manners. Careful, careful. On my mom's side, my grandma was the youngest of like 4 or 5 siblings or something like that, and she's the only one not born in Norway. So it's like, 14 generations and then like 2. It's funny how it works like that, huh? No, no. I'm actually hoping to find a good pelt for next season for something. I'm just excited for next season, you guys. No matter what they add, it's going to be cool to play something new. Like, even if it's just new content and it gets a little stale quick. Or, like, even boring after that season, who knows? Hopefully it doesn't. Hopefully it's something repeatable and fun. Excited to have Mosaic back. Word on the street is that's coming back. You guys, someone crapped in the pool yesterday when we were there. Are you kidding me? To be fair, it looked like it was just like a little kid's turd that like slipped out of the diaper or some shit like that. But come on. And the worst part is, we usually go around like 1 to like, because they blow the whistles and they close from like 4 to 6 or some shit like that. And so they blow the whistle for like 10 minutes or something to just, you know, allow the lifeguards to cool down and whatever. Yeah, I definitely don't think so. I think you should get out more, Rich, if that's what you think. But yeah, I was thinking we could do similar names. But they just blew the whistle for us to be able to go back in the pool. I don't have any money. Why don't I have any money? All right, well. Rich, what are we doing here? Go slay some demons and chill out, brother. They just blew it, and then we were able to get back in. And it was like 10 minutes, and then, sure enough, whoop, everyone's like, what? A little teeny tiny little turd, like, floating in the water. Damn toddler. It was either that or someone really old. And then they got to shock the pool for 30 minutes, right? Like they get whatever it is out, and then they shock the pool for 30 minutes, and then at that point, there's like 10 minutes left for us to actually swim and do anything. And so I'm like, you know what? And we had just gotten like the other computer, my old computer, set up to be able to play Minecraft with the little one. So I'm like, you know what? Let's just go home and play Minecraft instead. She was all down for it. Move, what's your go-to Taco Bell order? I always go, I know it's terrible, but you got to get the Baja Blast, of course. And then I go the beefy 5-layer, whatever the one that they have with Fritos in it. That's usually like the go-to. And then a couple soft shell tacos, just for nostalgia's sake. I know I'm just eating absolute garbage pig slop, but damn, does that shit taste good sometimes. Like, you don't go to Taco Bell to get good food, right? Like, you go to Taco Bell, and same with like any kind of fast food, like McDonald's. Like, you go to McDonald's to get McDonald's, all right? Like, you don't go to McDonald's to get a like good burger. They do have some banger nugs, but like especially Taco Bell, you know, you don't go to Taco Bell to get like good Hispanic food or Mexican food or whatever, but you go to Taco Bell for Taco Bell. I'm torn on if we should do something like Wolfpack related, like Wolfpack name, or we do like HWP to allow like for longer names, because Wolfpack hyphen name wouldn't like that. They'd have to be like Wolfpack Tim, Wolfpack Jim, Wolfpack Bob. Hold on, false alarm.
Good afternoon.
Guys, I need to start making my gold find barb. We're broke as a joke. I don't even know how that happened, honestly. Come on. Oh, we got a Taco Bell order here. Hold on. Oh my god. Oh god. Bob and weave. Bob and weave. Zigzag, boys. You could oh god. You could dodge a wrench. You could dodge a soul. Damn. There we go. Oh, we have this cunt. I always forget that the souls are undead. Yeah, HWP-name. The homie wolf pack. I think that looks better, and then, like I said, allows for longer names. I'll make an announcement, too. A little bit closer to the season start, like probably midway through August or something. That way we just take over. I'll make a short on it, too. Help us take over. Three times bean and cheese burritos with black beans instead of pinto beans. Add seasoned rice and ask for a little more raw onion. Dang, I didn't realize we're getting bougie at Taco Bell. We got the tech. This man's got tech. I just go straight up. Little one really likes their fries, like their nacho fries or whatever they are. Every time we go to Taco Bell, did you give me the fries? Can I get the fries? She don't like anything else there. Quesadilla maybe. Should it be only wolves, or should we allow bears as well? I think we just allow any, like, summon form of druid. Or just druids. Like, just druids in general, guys. We gotta raise awareness.
How may I be of help?
It's like a charity. We're doing it to raise awareness for the poor little druids in a sanctuary. They're blind and they need our help. 75 cents a day, and you, too, could sponsor a druid in need of a rework. Archon plate. 3-socketed Archon plate. Don't mind if I do. That makes sense. Beans are such a good source of protein. Honestly, I love me a little protein salad, you guys. You know, stick around for some big old thrift tips. But you just get like one of the bags of like salad mix or whatever. I usually prefer spinach. I think it lasts a little bit longer, but sometimes like the spring mixes are decent. If you have carrots, you can shred them up. Otherwise, just get the ones that have a little bit of carrot. Then sprinkle some shredded cheese over top. You go frozen peas for protein, hard-boiled egg, protein, cut up, diced up on it. Then you get the bacon bits, like the great value ones from Walmart, right? That are kind of, you gotta refrigerate them, but they're not hard, they're like soft. Those ones, and then I prefer a little bit of ham, like cubed ham. Then we go thick dressing. With croutons, of course. And that shit be bussin', for real. On God, no cap. We go. How many of these runs? Nani? Ooh, here he comes. Ooh, here. Okay. I was gonna say, ooh, here he comes. This is your cue. Thank you, Father. Brrr. Ah. Run, 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 run. No. Dude, we've gotten so. Watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch out, watch out. I'll take the hit for you. I'll take the hit for you. Get down, Mr. President. Alright, we're safe. Let me get the Discord for the homies. Let me get the Discord for the homies. What's up, Morgul? You guys gotta join that. No problem, homies. Thank you for the VOs. Make sure you join that. Join the homies. The greatest, most bestest community around. Helping out brothers, helping out brothers. We're trying to be the villager and the village. Ah! Guys, I think the wasps got. I think they got him. I think they got Wedge. Last time he said anything was there was like hella wasps. Say a quick little prayer for our brother Wedge in arms. One more, one more. Breakfast Amy's. Breakfast Amy's go hard though.
Good afternoon.
Game name, it's fall at the point. But it'll usually be Howie space CBAAL dash number. Dash O number. Wait, hold on. I don't want to have to make a no politics stipulation, so I hope people are being people. That's all I'll say. I'm gonna give everybody like one warning. If I end stream and end up going through the Discord and see some crazy shit, I'm gonna give people like one warning to act right. And then like we ain't doing that. I got sucked into that fucking parasocial nonsense in like a guild in New World people messaging me being like, he's being weird. And I'm like, well, did you talk to him about him being weird? No, but since you're I was hoping you could. It's like, all right. Like, if you're a grown adult scared to talk to another grown adult behind a screen, sure. But, like, it's also going to be very obvious that it was coming from you, right? Since this was, like, a conversation you guys had. It was just so weird. So weird. And then usually the person, like, that just was the offender was like, yeah, I'm not really, like, I don't really care. Another day in paradise. Are you in the homies mansion? Ain't no place I'd rather be. Chilling with homies and family. It's hot here, too. It's been super hot. The weather quality is dog, so that's no bueno. But yes, that being said, you guys, I want to stick to that just super quick. In the Discord, act right. We're all adults. Don't get your feelings hurt, and if your feelings get hurt, talk to somebody about it. Talk to whoever hurt them. And if they're being a dickhead, then sure. But I'm gonna be pissed. Like, I'm gonna give everybody just one warning, and then you're out. Because we're about a community slaying demons and having fun. Obviously, we want to talk about shit. I'm not just trying to create some massive echo chamber of people that only agree with whatever the hell I say. But if we can't act right, we need to act right. Some people need to get checked, right? It was like, what, Mike Tyson quote? Some people are afraid of, or too comfortable saying shit and not getting punched in the mouth for it. I'm a big agreeer of that. The Lancer Demon. I can't wait to obliterate her again. She's going down again. Also, what's up, Superstar? How you doing, homie? Welcome in. Hope you're having a good Thursday. During the school year, we will be streaming more because the little one will be in school. Be streaming more into the afternoon and stuff like that, but for now, we gotta be a parent first, right? That's what it's all about. I should just start like switching to my ondals at this point. I don't really need. You can just go put ondals on with the arse duels. Burst and fire, cold, plus the usual. Oh, damn. What aura? Did you say what aura? No. Where are you at that it's so hot? But also paradise, Mr. Morgul. And we got him. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Whoop! Tree lurker. Got two people MFing. That's a damn shame. GG guys. Thank you for the runs. We hit 97 today. We didn't get Tails Amy, but we'll end this here. Where is it at? End poll. All right. In chat, Mr. Rich, Mr. Johnny, Mr. Frosty, Mr. Mike, Mr. Smalps, the goat, my goat, T-Bone, Sovo, Okami, Nate Daw, D2R Big Fan, Ridiculous, the new homie that just came in, what was it? Super Stroke, Super Soak, Super Soka, Apropos. Thank you all, homies. Thank you for the runs. Thank you for the chit chatters and keeping the stream fun and rolling. I will see you guys in that Discord. You better join it. Absolutely decimate that like button. Get us further into the algorithm so we can get more homies in here. And Mr. Morgul, Moop, Oxy, General Bardock, thank you for that big raid on Twitch. Captain Caveman, Just Say Joe. There's a familiar face. Thank you guys. I appreciate you. I will see you tomorrow, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. Good luck on those drops, homies. Chatters, mwah. Lurkers, mwah. Bot enjoyers, got nothing but love for you guys.